Hey, what's going on, guys? This is going to be my first 2-week review or 3-week-ish review on May Trucking. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a company review for those who are looking at joining May Trucking or just thinking about it. And also, disclaimer, this is detailing my experience. Your experience could be completely different than mine, so just take this with a little bit of grain of salt. But my first month wasn't that bad after all, but there was a little bit of things that really frustrated me at times, which I'll be talking about later on in the video. But before we continue further, please go and check out my previous videos on situations I've already faced. Now, let's get into the video. I know I've only been at the company for about a month, but I plan on doing these videos every month for about 6 months to a year. So my first load was pretty stressful, I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't even feel comfortable filming it at all, hence the reason why there's no editing or anything like that, because honestly, I just needed to learn the OmniTrax, to learn the macros that were logged in on my ELD, and it was just all very, very overwhelming at the same time. So I actually showed up to the shipper an hour early just because I did not know exactly where I was going. I got really lucky. The truck in front of me was going to the same shipper, which I just followed him the whole time there. Once I got to the guard shack, it was very frustrating because I had the wrong bill of lading number. So I had to wait in the intersection for an hour to get the bill of lading number from the customer service and from May Trucking. They all coordinated that out. But then the cherry on top of that was, during training, I only did one drop and hook, which is a lot easier than a live load. And this was going to be my first live load. I completely did not know what I was doing, and I was trying my best not to hit anyone or anything. And I think my biggest weakness as of right now is backing up with my tandem sled all the way to the back. It's just very different than having them pull forward. The turning radius is just drastically different. Once that was done though, everything else was pretty smooth, to be honest. I had to take that load up to May Trucking Terminal in Oregon, and yes, it was very cold, but I got to meet my DMs and check a little bit behind the scenes of what it goes on day to day for their task and what it takes to run a logistics team for a medium to mega sized carrier. Then I had to take that load to the consignee in Clackamas, and man, I had to do about like 20 get out and looks and pull-ups at that dock, and I didn't realize how tight these docks can get, and also too that you could be sitting at a dock for hours, which was insane. I had to sit there for about like 2 to 3 hours to get unloaded. Overall, I would say my experience has been smooth, besides for the fact that they expect you to pretty much know everything right out the bat with only 3 days of training out on the road, which I got very frustrated at the start. I didn't even know how to fill up on diesel. Actually funny looking back on it. Found out a way to figure it all out. But thank you guys for tuning in to BMC, and catch you guys on the next video.